Folks, good morning and welcome to Phoenix Business Exchange East End Edition. It's a nice, beautiful July 10th. July, did I say July? That's halfway through the year. And
That
hopefully business has been motoring along and doing well. So I'm just going to share a screen and kind of go over the Phoenix website and at the same time share some details of what's going on inside the Phoenix space. And just hit the share button and hopefully it launches in the next few seconds. There we go. Other no this here's a traffic accident. Don't worry about that. Let's change the channel and go to a happier look. There we go. So what is Phoenix Business Exchange? Well, it's a business network and where we all share information back and forth and help each other find our clients or find resources that we need. We're in our eighth year as a group. Or actually, is it 8 years, Tony? Has it been 8 years? I thought it was
yes,
even more.
we're in our eighth year. Yes,
Wow.
sirree.
So the kind of the cool stuff is we've generated $4.6 million worth of business between each other. And this, by the way, a note to any of our Phoenix members: if you haven't sent your stats into Tony so we can update that, please do so for the month of June. We member of the week is Merlin O'Neid. He's part of River Lounge. He runs that restaurant off of Prince of Wales, and you can click his Merlin's e-card right here, or watch the video. And really animated, and he's really got a varied background and deep and a depth and breadth. And so, if you're looking to join us here today, here are those little red buttons you can pick. Pick the Wednesday morning one. Okay, that's the one to go for. It'll take you straight into Zoom, but we also have meetings on Monday morning, 8 to 9, Wednesday mornings, 8 to 9, and Thursday mornings, 8 to 9, all Eastern Standard Time. And then once a month, the first Tuesday, we end up having a after hours group, which is run by Penny Lee, and that's to help us stay on target, on point with our tasks at hand. East Trade Winds, that's not happening until September. So just a heads up. But that's a group that I showcase. And then we have Friday afternoons at 1:30 with Tony for free meditation. Great place to zone out and just kind of be chill with the universe. Then we have Penny Lee. She may help you do that high step, high kick piece. Maybe not the high kick piece. She's trying to keep you on the ground as much as possible. We do have an East End meeting with Dave's Place today at 11:30. So if you're interested in some smoked meat, meet us at Dave's. No pun
Brisket.
intended. Brisket. It's what? It's all the same. At a certain point in
It
time,
is.
it's like it's tasty, a little bit of mustard, and it's in.
Yeah.
Bell's Corners meeting for next Monday is in person at 7:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m. South End group in-person meeting at River Lounge is on July 25th. That's Thursday, July 25th at 7:30 a.m. If you're interested in playing golf, click that button. If you're interested in sponsoring the golf tournament, click that button. There are places to sign up, so it's not a big deal. 9-hole game, and if you don't know how to play golf, it's okay. And most of us don't. And if we do, we're just kidding ourselves. Mind you, we do have a couple experts in the group, though. That's I'm going to say Wendy knows how to play the game. QR directory, how to find people that are part of the Phoenix group. Well, just click that, and you'll have the QR codes, and they're quick and easy ways to find out and get contact details, everything from website, phone number, email, and so forth. You notice a little thing right up here that says eCards Connect, 5,128 clients. That's a year-to-date number. That means that's the number of people that have used the QR code or the link to connect with us. Super easy, super efficient way to share information. And if you're interested in applying, hit the apply today button. There we go. I'm going to stop share. And who's got that motivational minute or the educational minute to go?
Oh, I can wrestle up something.
All right, Tony, go ahead, sir.
Okay. Well, speaking of golf, I shot 72 the last time I was playing golf. The problem it was 9 holes. But yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun just to get everybody together and that network. And this is one of the things I love about this group. Not because I'm the founder or anything, but because so many people are really open to meeting. I mean, later on this morning at 11:30, we're meeting at Dave's house, and it's we're all that generous. I mean, Dave is so generous to offer his home and a meal and just to get together and have fun. We have people from various chapters coming to that, so it's always great to get together. And when you get together, I always seem to take something away. I always say there's something that I've learned or something I learned about somebody. Um, there's always hobbies. There's always things that I get when we do these networking, and there's nothing better than to be able to solidify friendships, solidify contacts, even following up on the last time we had a session. How's it going? It's been a month now, or it's been a couple of months. How are things going? And I usually will follow up, and I usually do that in more of a private setting when we're just talking one on one after when. But it's a great way to follow up. Susan mentioned earlier, follow up is everything. If you are a good person that knows how to follow up, that's where the fortune is. The fortune is in the follow up. When you get a client, it's just how to manage that. There are different CRMs, and I have different experiences with CRMs and so on, and I find it sometimes difficult to manage how to do some of those things. In one example that I was given to be able to follow up when you are meeting in person like that is to right in your phone you could already set up the email like let's say a month from now. You say, oh, it's been about a month or so, I just wanted to follow up, and do it right now a month before, so that way it's already in the draft, and then all you need to do is, oh, I got to send that, and you just press one button. See, the problem is that when we have to set up an email, I'm not sure if it's like with you, but I always like to put some feeling into it. I'm not just one of those people that say, yeah, how's it going? And that's it. And I'm done in 10 seconds. I usually will formulate it. And, oh, by the way, how's your dog? It was ill the last time I was there. Or how did the birthday party go for your little one? So to put something in that's personal, because there's nothing better when you talk to somebody about business and you connect to something personal. It's like, well, the birthday party went great. And it's a totally different energy at that point because you seem to care about more than just business. And that's what it is. It's just, we're just doing these things just to make a living. But I want to know people's lives. I want to know how things are changing. I want to know how to catch up. So that's one way that you can do it. If you don't have a CRM, just create the email already and just put it in draft. Like, don't send it, and that way when it comes up, and then you just press one button, send, 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 and it's so much easier, and it already is built in of what's going on. If something has changed in the meantime, then you can just stop and then add that. But most of the email, most of the contact or the reach out will be the same, and that's where you can save a lot of time. Because there are some times where we're waiting for our tires to get changed, eh, Sam? And we're just looking for things to do. So look at all those people that you've done a session with. Like I have a master list of and I got several hundred clients I've tuned and have done business with. So I keep a master list, and I said, oh, I haven't talked to this person for a while, so I'll set up an email and then just send it when I have a chance. I don't have to send everything on the phone, but it is nice that you can be able to use your time that way. So whenever you have a chance to meet in person, like we are going to be doing today, and I think the South is meeting the following week, next week, eh, Bernie? I'm pretty sure.
25th, yeah.
Or the 25th, yeah. Yeah, right, the 25th. Then, this is a great opportunity. And we had a great turnout in the one we did last time. So I was so happy to see all the faces because when we meet on Zoom, it's basically two-dimensional. So it's nice to see people when they're in three-dimensional, and some people say, "Gee, Tony, I thought you were taller," because on screen you're only like this. But so always have a chance when there is an opportunity to meet. If you're invited to go to a barbecue, there's a few people there, go to those things because even though you're doing it for personal reasons, you're still there in, in business. We're always sort of on that people should know what you do. And from there, they'll say, I'd like to have a chat and see how you might be able to help me, That's always a great opportunity. I hope that will help. Thanks, Bernie.
Tony, thank you so much. And so, folks, we're going to do a round robin of who we are, what we're looking for. You want to highlight anything that's either kind of new, salient, and any referrals of BAMs. And by the way, a BAM is a business activity meeting between Phoenix member to Phoenix member. Okay. And I just posted the LinkedIn live post feed, so you can also put your contact details and whatever's going on in life in there. We're going to start off with Susan McGarry, and then we will do Sam. Susan, over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Bernie. Yes, my name is Susan McGarry. I'm with a company called Pure Trim, and I thought today, these are Mediterranean health supplements. I thought today I would highlight a product called Synergy Defense. I don't think it's one that I've really shared with everybody. So if there's anyone that you know and care about that's looking to support their immune system, like improve it, it helps prevent symptoms of gas and bloating and cramping. That's a big one for me. I'm just reading off the box. It's a digestive enzyme that it assists in the digestion of food. So after you're at David's, if you popped one of these, it would be very beneficial. It helps to metabolize nutrients. It helps prevent symptoms, as mentioned before, gas and bloating and cramping. And it helps to maintain healthy skin, hair, and nails. And when you see probiotics and prebiotics in Walmart or drugstores, you'll see them in a pill bottle, just a regular pill bottle. The problem is they may say trillions and billions of enzyme units. However, as soon as you open the lid, oxygen gets into the bottle and it loses all its potency. That's why we individually blister pack ours, so that the oxygen maintains until you put it on your tongue and take it. But I really love this product for myself. Some days I feel like someone's taken a balloon and blown it up inside my belly. And when I take one of these, it just automatically feels like a belly dancer. Like I've got all mobility. I'm not gassy and pudgy. So I just wanted to highlight that product. Thank you so much. And I'm doing ongoing business with Ema. She's got a bottle of joint control waiting for her. Wendy, thank you so much. The Daily Complete. Dave, I know you love the Daily Complete and are looking to order again. And ongoing business with Tony and Sam. We were at a car show and we're going to make it a pact. My brother loves car shows. We're always going to wear a Connected Cars t-shirt. I was blown away. My boyfriend, he got ready for the car show and I'm looking at him. He's got your shirt on. I'm like, oh, way to go, bud. Right on. That's awesome. So we're just going to make it a pact to do some promotion for you. No BAMs, but I'm looking forward to setting up some BAMs this coming week. Thank you so much, Susan with Pure Trim.
Susan, thank you so much. And just as a side note, I've just put the contact details for the golf tournament in case you've never noticed it yet. But I'm sure you have. You're probably gotten burned enough with that. But there's a link on Facebook. There's a link on just to go straight into that space and over to Sam and then Wendy. Go ahead, Sam.
Thank you, Bernie. Good morning, everyone. Sam Sturz, connectedcars.ca. First of all, thank you, Susan, for promoting me at the car show. I appreciate that very much. And welcome to Patrick. I'm not sure if Patrick's been with us before, but I see him here. Sorry for my delay this morning. I actually went for a test drive in a vehicle and got stuck in traffic on the Blackburn pass. So my timing wasn't good. I'll remember that for next time. Don't go on that road at 8 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, you guys know what I do. Dash cameras, maybe for Patrick. That's my main thing, dash cameras, but also do minor repairs in vehicles, oil changes, brake jobs. And what I'll be doing today is a wheel bearing on this Subaru WRX. If you don't know that car, it's a very quick vehicle. Very nice vehicle, too. This one is exceptionally fast, I've noticed. Anyway, that's it for me when it comes to things I do. BAMs-wise, well, I also do car cleaning. And last weekend, Q New Yin, she used to be a member of this chapter, but she's a member of the South chapter. This is the third time I've cleaned her car 3 years in a row. And very nice vehicle, Toyota Corolla, but she keeps it in good shape. Hey, it still gets a little bit of salt in it, and that's what I like to take rid of. Make sure that the driver's area is nice and clean, no salt to discolor the carpet and ruin the look of the vehicle. See here. Oh yeah, I also did a small body repair for her. She had a little bit of a dent in her trunk of her vehicle, and I have a pry bar that managed to get that out for her. That's it for me, Sam Sturz, ConnectedCars.ca. Today's mobile electronics without the cost of the vehicle, and lots more.
And
Sam,
any
thank you.
band?
That was the only BAM when it
Oh,
came
that
to
was okay. Sorry, the only. Okay, so gotcha. Thank you.
Sam, thank you so much. And next kind of side note, things we're looking for inside the Phoenix space. The Monday group, we're actually looking for someone that does insurance coverages. Also a golf pro, because we kind of need to help our swing. Some of us need to swing a little bit better, or even learn how to swing properly. Promotional goods, legal services, both professional and or personal. Men's and women's clothing apparel, a plumber, and a mobile hairdresser, just to name a few. But however, anybody that you come across that's looking to widen their network, have them come on in. And we'll do Wendy and then Dave. Wendy, over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Bernie. Good morning, everyone. Wendy Chung, the real estate broker of this group. As we predicted during the pandemic from 2020, there would be a lot of people who are looking to sell. And I've been talking to a lot of homeowners who are ready to sell, but having to manage their expectations based on what they paid for it in the last 4 years. So it's really unfortunate, but we knew this was going to happen. The market would be cooling down. And so a lot of folks who paid top dollar for their homes that they purchased are having to sell it at a lower rate, which is unfortunate. But again, interest rates and everything else that's going on in their lives has affected this situation. So managing those expectations has been a very big challenge for me and for them, because I'm a very honest person, and I always have the honest conversation with them that I need to tell them the truth of what's happening. And I'm very lucky that the people that I am speaking with are accepting, what has happened, and that they have to consider a loss if they want to move. So if you know of anyone that's in this position, please let them know that it is a reality of things, but if they need to make a move, then I'm very happy to have that conversation with them. I'll be very gentle, and I'll do my best to serve them in the best of my ability. No bans to report, and let's just hope that the sun's going to shine today. Thank you, everyone.
Wendy, thank you so much. The next highlight note is there's a YouTube channel for Phoenix. So that's the link to subscribe on that. And we will do Dave and then Jacqueline. Dave, over to you, sir.
Hi, everyone. That's Dave Belleville from Belleville's Cold Frozen Foods. I'm started this business 22 years ago just by word of mouth and people trying great products from McGregor's Meats. And McGregor's has been around since 1947. They were the first innovators to portion cut steaks for the restaurant industry. They aged their product over 35 days, which is the difference from what the grocery store does. And that results in great tenderness in your steak and repeat customers for me. So today you have an opportunity to try a beef brisket, certified Angus beef brisket, which you can't find at the store. Usually they only have AA or AAA brisket, but I find they don't have enough fat content in it to make that product really nice and juicy and tender. So today is your opportunity to try it. I hope to see you all come over and have a nice conversation about meat. And I hope I make some fans. So this week I did a BAM with Steve Brennickmeyer. I invited him out for some Korean fried chicken. So we had a nice conversation there. And I had Eric, my yoga teacher, to come over as well. So they got to meet, and it's good to make connections with people that people never met before, and it sparks conversation and gets people to know what you do. So anyway, that's it for me this week, and hopefully I can see you there today. And if you can remember to bring a chair just in case I don't have enough, that'd be great. Thank you very much.
Dave, you don't need a chair to eat meat. Sorry, lad. Sorry, just saying, just maybe a bit, but no. Uh, uh, hey, another little tidbit. Errol Flamata, he's the evil marketing genius. He's out in British Columbia. It's a free session every second Tuesday, and that's the meetup link for that. And Jacqueline, over to you, and then we will do Patrick. So good, Jacqueline.
Perfect. We all take a long, deep breath, just like Wendy is doing with her clients, saying, please, I beg of you, inhale through the nose, take a breath, lift the shoulders, take them back, drop them down, because things aren't the same. Do we want to be the same? No, we don't. Do we want to understand that there's options out there? Yes. Will we ask questions? Yes. Let us be our trusted consultants. When you're looking for strategies for your mortgage money, you always want to contact your mortgage honey.
Any BAMs, referrals?
No, I take that back. Dave was absolutely kind enough to offer me the smoked salmon. Shocking, but true. And so I think Susan and I will have our BAM completed by the end of the month, maybe, perhaps. All righty. Thank you.
Not a problem. Patrick, welcome, sir, and tell us the story.
Thank you so much, and for inviting me. Tony and I had conversations in the past. I know many people here on the screen, which is interesting. Either we had a coffee or sat down briefly in the past. I when I was at Phoenix before, I was working with a company called Agilic, and we were just helping businesses to find either employees or find grants and things like that, which is why I joined, see if I could help anybody with the group. And I was also with Isogenics, so also helping with health aspects of what people were looking for. And I do know the Pure Trim because my background before finance was natural health, and I used to use that with my clients as well. And it was it is a powerful product, so I do appreciate that. I'm with a company called 750 SW Financial, a subsidiary of Canada Life. I'm an insurance planning specialist, and I've been doing that since 2009. So this is what I enjoy doing, is helping either individuals, families, and businesses with more strategic and complicated situations where they want to give to Caesar, but no more than he should really receive. And how do they maximize what they keep it for their legacy as well? So we have TEPs on our team. I'm working on my first designation. I've never done it, so I'm working on my CLU right now, and also CKA. These are I'll probably be finished with 4 designations by the end of the next couple of years. Kind of working hard through that, and I'm glad to be here and meeting everybody again, seeing all the wonderful faces, and I look forward to seeing you at the barbecue.
Patrick, thank you so much. And over to Penny Lee and then Tony.
Good morning, Penny Lee Prevost, the Dancing Motivator, co-founder of the Graduate Thrivers Incorporated. I am also a wedding officiant. And today I would like to remind you, or at least ask you, to consider referring me to anybody you know in the LGBTQ community, because I am doing a wedding ceremony for 2 lovely ladies this weekend, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to do that. Sometimes people have different reasons why they hold off getting married, and after many years of being together, they finally make a decision to unite. And that truly fills my heart, because I have the opportunity to actually make it legal for them. And so keep me in mind if you know anybody who is talking about or considering joining in marriage, I would love an opportunity to have a conversation with them. And I want to thank Wendy because she actually referred a friend of hers, Alicia and Greg, and I married them here in my studio, a Make It Legal ceremony. There were actually 10 people who came to the ceremony, and Tony, I'm so impressed with my curtains, because I remember when I was setting up the studio how, you know, I was trying to be so particular, and Tony just said, just put curtains up. Curtains will work. And everybody goes, oh, these are so beautiful as a backdrop for our pictures. So it's a great space. So keep me in mind if you know anybody who is planning on or thinking about getting married. And then, of course, I have ongoing business with Susan Ebbs. Use her Melaleuca products on an ongoing basis. And I actually have referred my children as well. I've got 2 kids that are using the products also. And what else do I got? I'm going to be at the barbecue. So, Dave, I'm looking forward to trying your brisket today. Thank goodness it's a meat day for me. Anyways, have a great week, everyone. And I will be scooting off very quickly at 9 o'clock or shortly before 9 to go teach my class.
Called Meet
Haley,
the...
go ahead, Dave. Haley, thank you so much. And over to Tony.
Okay. Thank you, Bernie. Yeah, speaking of a meat day, this is a meat day for me too. But so was yesterday and the day before. So hi, everybody. Tony Jennis from Higher Self. I'm the spirit guy of the group. I'm a medium and clairvoyant, and I use those gifts, I call them. I've been working on them for quite some time. When people want clarity in whatever it is that they are doing, whether it's a new business venture or whether it is marriage, whether it is like a new investment that they want to do, sometimes people will call out of the blue saying that there's an investment that I have an opportunity with. How does it look? How does it feel? And if it's going to be like 5 minutes, I don't even charge for it, you know. But if we have to get together and we talk more about, and there's some coaching involved, and then it's another thing. But it's always great to just be able to tap into it. I don't need the story. I just need to know that you're going to do something, you know, where we look at all of the what we hear and what we see, and I don't need that. All I need to know is you're going to do something, and it's going to be a no, or it's going to be a yes with some cautions, you know. And sometimes it's good to know because when we look at something from our own eyes, or the experience we have in scanning something, sometimes it's not optimal. We just look at the benefits. We don't look at whether or not it's a good investment or something. So, but Spirit always has a different take on it. And it's just great to be able to look at someone and just to give them an answer very quickly. And I'm also a teacher. I'm not a healer, actually. I'm more of a teacher. I can teach you how to do this stuff. We all have this ability. It's just like everything else, like Nia or like any other skill, it just takes practice. When you practice it, it's a different muscle, and it does get stronger. Every Monday or every Friday at 1:30, I do an online free meditation class. I do this. I've been doing it for the last 3 years. And this week we're talking about mind chatter. You know, all that monkey talk that your mind is going through, whether or not you want to do something. And sometimes you make a decision, and right away you figured, oh, was that the right decision to make? People do this all the time. They're thinking about it. Then when they make a decision, they say, was that the right thing to do? And then they call me for a reading. Is it okay? It's a little late. It's like closing the barn door while a horse is off. But the idea is we talk about what mind chatter is and how to quiet it. Because you look at this, when your mind is totally receptive, it's when you're in this state that there's nothing in your head. Nothing. You could be out fishing and you could just be doing something, and you're just in this surreal. There's nothing in there. That's when you get your best ideas. That's why vacation works. That's why we get a lot of ideas when we're on vacation. We don't have the phone we're always running on, and so when your mind is free, that's where the answers are, in the silence. Tony Jennis from Higher Self. We are here to raise your spirits.
Thank you so much. And before we get to our main act, which is going to be EMA, I'll do a quick intro about myself. Bernie Fransford. I connect businesses. I'm a business concierge. I try to find out what's unique about you and connect you with someone that you will pair with well, or they can pair well with you, or better yet, you both have the same audience. It's much like a realtor would need a mortgage broker. Go figure how that would work, right? Makes good sense because you need the mortgage honey when you're looking for that honey location. I'm going to stop that because I'm probably going to dig myself a bit of a hole here and then get myself in trouble. And then, Wendy and Jackie are going to give me the evil eye. I've also got something else in the goal. Take a peek at it. I just posted it in the chat. It's Clean Shield Solutions. Two things. One, take a peek at the website. Any opinions? Give them to me. I'm looking for feedback. This is kind of crowdsourcing. The second part is we're looking for places to demo or showcase the product. It's meant for high volume traffic areas, restaurants, large venues, things like that, or janitorial industries, because that's what the device works in. I'll give you more details because otherwise that's another 5-10 minutes, and I'm not presenting today. But Ema is. And you know what? Let's swing the door over to Ema. Ema, the floor is yours, ma'am.
Good morning, everybody. Okay, so I have to share the screen, right? Share the screen.
You don't have to, but we'll see what you're talking about better.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out how to share the screen. Why I cannot see it?
So when you're sharing, do you need to play sound, or is it just you're the sound bite and nothing coming from the image?
Is there any video, or is it just pictures?
It's just my presentation, my slideshow, but I'm not sure exactly where do I share the screen for some reason.
Okay, so when you hit the share button, first off, launch your presentation. Second off, then hit the share button and then find out
Okay, so hold on for a second. So my launch presentation is right here.
Share button's in the middle center. You see a little
Screen.
C button with an arrow.
Share.
Bottom middle.
If you study Ema's glasses, you get the reflection and you can tell where she's at. So
see your mute button? Do you see your mute button at the bottom?
Hold on for a second.
Corner? Just if you drag your mouse along the right side, you'll see the word share.
I just see more and
so when you click share
screen,
you should have a.
Okay, just give me a second. There we got it. Can you guys see it?
On. Yes.
All right. Woohoo!
Okay, so hold on for a second. How do I
go to slideshow at the top?
I'm trying to. There you go.
Or press F5.
And then from
the beginning. Okay, got it. All right.
All right,
you guys.
Rocking.
All right. Okay. So the first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about sorry, first of all, I'm a professional photographer and a printer, and I wanted to talk to you guys about the importance of branding photography. So we all know that the first impressions is always super important, right? So your photograph, not your video, your photograph is always going to be the first point of contact with your photographer, with your audience. So it's always very good that the photograph that you're using out there really catches the person's attention. What happened is that there is a rule that is called the 30-30-30 rule. So forget about the videos. You only have 30 seconds to capture your person visually. So the photograph that you put in front of that video is super important. Then you have another 30 seconds where your title is going to engage your audience. And then if you engage them in the photography and the title, then they're going to go ahead and click on whatever it is that you have to say. So it's really important that your branding photography has a big impact because it's a visual communication that we all need, right? it is really also important that our photographs look professionally, because it really shows us the high quality of the branding that we're dealing with, your professionalism, your specialty, and that also builds trust, and it also stands us out from the competition, because when they see you working on your topic or whatever it is that you do, they feel that, oh, I can trust the brand, I can trust this person is who they say they are, right? It also allows us to tell stories, especially when it comes to photography. When you put a photograph that is engaging, the person automatically is going to feel that what's happening in that photograph. Why are they smiling? Why are they doing this or that? So it allows us to tell a story, about what is happening in our company, or what are we all about, which is really, really important, because it really creates a connection with your audience. It is very important that our photographs create an emotional impact on the audience. What happens that when we create an emotional impact, then the person builds that loyalty and builds that wanting to deal with you. For example, when it comes to Coca-Cola has been selling us poison for, I don't know how many years, 40, 50, 60, 50 years. It's poison. But because you have a beautiful family that have not seen their kids for I don't know how long, and they get together in Christmas, or a beautiful teddy bear that is sliding through blah blah blah. It's all bullshit, but it's emotional. And because it's emotional, you go ahead and engage, and you're still drinking Coca-Cola, even though you know that it's poison. So it's super important that we create an emotion, an impact, an emotional impact in our photographs, and then the video. Even though logarithm and all that stuff is and Google and all those things work on characters, like on wording, the most important part of it is the photography, and then the video, and then the words. It's still, we're still human, and we're still visual. That's why also people are worried about AI, because AI is all based on commands. It's not based on the emotional part of a robot, right? So we need to learn how to deal with that at a level that the robot will understand that there is a little bit of emotion. There has to be a little bit of emotion behind that message that we're trying to convey. The other thing is that when we use branding photography and they're photographing your product, you also can develop a style of photography for your product, for your particular product, a style of the lighting of how you show your product, the people that you use, the black and white, or the color, or the combination of both, right? So what happens is that people starts to recognize your product because of the way you photograph the product, and then that's also creates trust in your on your client, right? Like my photography, you can see that there's a style in my photography as well, right? At the same time that I'm talking to you guys about your things, you are also able to see my portfolio and the way I photograph, right? So I'm showing you guys my product and my branding as well. So that's very important, because what happens is that when you show the versatility of your product, then it also creates a deeper level of connection with your customers. So for example, here in this, the customer, you guys can see that where is these things being made, right? Like it's not like something that we just buy it done. Like you actually seen, oh my God, these people actually make their products, right? And then when you see the final product, when you go from here to here, you see, wow, this is something that is original. This is something that people are doing, and it really, really makes the customer and the audience attached to you. Because believe me, one day when they need a wedding ring or something like that, believe me, they go back to you and say, I want something like that, because they know that you make them, right? That you're the one making them. Okay, so that's really important. Having said that, once the person, your audience starts recognizing your brand, they also, it's like McDonald's. Even though, again, we go back, even though McDonald's is like garbage, most of the time when we're all hungry, we're like, McDonald's, or, you know, oh my God, you know, a Big Mac. Even though we know that it's like total trash, we think about it. And it's not because we might even stop at McDonald's. It's just that hunger, McDonald's. Hunger, they play on our emotions, right? I'm hungry, I want something fast, I want something you know, delicious. And the way they photograph those Big Macs and those fries and all that stuff is strategically done. Every single thing in that picture is done so that you crave it. But when you go to pick it up, it's not the same thing, right? It's not the same thing that you had in the photograph. That's branding for you, right? That's recognizing the brand, even though you know that it's shit or it's not good. Sorry. You're recording this? Damn. So I know, eh? So the reason why it's important to work with a professional photographer is because from there you can build a library of your products, of your services, and then there's consistency. There's a visual consistency that you want, as well as the customer. The customer gets used to seeing you, gets used to know, okay, so this is a person, and they automatically think about you. That's just the way it is, right? So, for example, somebody sent me a message the other day. She says to me, we have not met, but your reputation precedes you, and so I need this and this and that." And I was like, wow, that's really nice. You know, you can either go this way or that way, right? Depending on how you treat your customers. Well, what I'm trying to say is that people will think about you automatically if you give them consistent on the images. And I'm talking the logo, color scheme, your palettes, your branding when it comes to your social media. Everything has to be consistent, because when it's consistent, then you build the trust. And when you build the trust, people don't want to deal with a million people. They want to go back to the same person that have been serving them over and over again. Thank you so much. And is there any questions? How much time do I have, Tony?
You've got another 10 minutes if you wanted to.
Wow. Well,
But
we can discuss it.
Stop the share though.
Oh, okay. Stop the share. There.
Perfect.
All right. Does any of you guys that have any questions regarding your brand, or what are you guys doing with your brand? How are you promoting yourself?
I have a question, if I
Go
may.
ahead, Susan. Mhm.
How would it work? Oops. How would it work if, say, I vendor, right? And I was looking at your photographs. If you came to one of my events and took photographs of me misting customers or speaking with customers, do you arrange those type of
Absolutely.
wow,
Absolutely.
okay.
Yeah. So
Like
let's
I'll
say
pay your travel, of course, because I'm not right, I know you're
No,
further
I get
away,
it.
but
Yeah. I do that actually quite a bit. Like, so let's say, for example, the person is presenting whatever it is they're presenting. So I will go to the location, and then we'll do the photograph. We discuss it, what you want, and we do it from your perspective in terms of, so that the customer sees you serving other customers, right? So it's
yeah,
always
I
like
really
that.
like that concept. That was a great presentation. I just think photography for headshots, and I'm just like not into that. I don't want pictures of me, but I love that branding concept. So
Yeah,
thank
it's
you
very
so much. It's
important. There's a
smart.
lot of people that don't like only that headshot and only that portfolio, portrait, right? They want, right, Vanille, they want something that shows them doing
In action.
business in the
Yeah.
action, exactly. And that is actually extremely important. Most of the time when I get hired to do conferences and stuff like that, I do not ask anybody to pose. Like, I don't usually, a lot of people think that I'm like an invisible photographer, because I don't go and say, look at the camera, look at the camera. That way, the personality comes out. And then when they see the photographs, they absolutely love the photographs because it's them being themselves in a conference, in whatever it is that they are at that moment. So
Natural.
yeah, that's important. Natural, very
Yeah.
important. Yeah. Including my headshots and my portraits, they're very natural. Like most of the time I make people laugh, and then it's funny because those are the photographs that they choose most of the time, because they feel that that's my personality, that they don't want that, serious corporate look. Most of the time they want to show their personality, right? And that's what this is all about. Like all of the time, most of the time I feel like a dentist, like people call me and they're like, I hate having my picture taken, but I have to have my picture taken. And it's incredible. But because I have, maybe because this has always been something that I do because I love, and I have never done it. I never went to study photography or anything like that. So I am natural like I'm very natural when it comes to taking a photograph of someone, right? So they feel that, and then they drop the mask, and then we're both naturally in front of the camera and just having fun, and then the personality comes out, because that's what this is all about, to photograph your personality, not your business um or your product. It's about your personality. If you think about the fact that native people doesn't want to have their picture taken, have you ever thought about why? Does anybody knows why they don't like their photograph taken? Go ahead, Wendy.
Ima, is it because they feel that the camera takes their spirit away or something like that?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. The camera
it's the
takes
other
your
way around.
soul. Yeah.
The other way
It
around.
it goes into the soul because it shows your personality.
That's
It's
right.
not really your physical identity. That's why they don't like it.
They see themselves as something different than what they're seeing on picture. Usually a picture will be honest and look great. Like
Yeah.
Susan wouldn't need any touch-ups. She looks amazing. So when she sees that, whether or not she agrees with the honesty and or whatever. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. And it doesn't matter how much makeup you're wearing. The personality is going to show up no matter what, right? So that's what is so important. Go ahead, Wendy.
I have a comment. So, Ima, I find that because when I list properties, we've moved away from sort of just showcasing the property as is. And what we do now is we try to create a short story. And I
Nice.
find that stories seem to resonate more with the consumer who's looking at a possible next home for themselves. So what we like to do is we like to spin it like a lifestyle type of a short story. We've moved away from like 3-4 minute videos, just sort of doing a tour. It's very boring. And so what we've done instead is we do a short Instagram little video that doesn't require a lot of talking, but it's mostly showing images of the property to elicit an emotional feeling from someone. And it's quite interesting because then when I meet the consumer who has been looking at the property online and they show up at my open house, I always ask them, tell me something. You were brought here today because you obviously saw the listing online. How do you feel the home shows based on, what you saw online and what you felt today? And I'm so happy when I hear them say, you know what? Walking through the home, it shows and it feels a lot nicer than even in the photographs or the short video that you posted. So that kind of tells me that we're doing the right thing, right? Sort of adjusting the way that people want to see things, but not just like doing a home tour. So boring, So it's interesting when you talk about branding, when you're trying to promote a professional in their field, that you are finding ways to for them to build that trust, that consistency, that reputation that supersedes what they're seeing online. And even for you to get a phone call, hi, Ima, you've got a great reputation. I want to work with you. That's what we're all trying to build. We're all trying to build that consistency and trust, where a consumer will just pick up the phone and say, yeah, it's you. I want you.
Exactly.
Right? So,
well, Sorry, thank you, Wendy. Well, going back to what you were saying, Wendy, like, these days, the younger generation, we have to think about that, right? Like, they don't network the way we network, right? And they want to see reviews, they want to see you. Nevertheless, though, if you notice, they still want to see that video, and that video that is not in a studio and completely framed and completely right up. That's why they want Instagram. That's why they want things like that, where you show up, because they want to know. They're 30 years old. They don't know anything, about us. Like there are like 50 or 60. That's 30. That's another generation. So the only thing that they can base themselves on is on your videos or your photography. They want to know that you are the one that is making the frames. They want to know that you're the photographer that is going to show up. They want to know that you are the person that is doing this or that, right? So we need to be adaptable at the same time, right? Our generation is very much into, oh my God, the hair is not done, the makeup not done, the lighting's not this, blah, blah, blah. They don't give a damn. They don't care. They look at us like, what the hell are you talking about? Just put the phone right there and just go, We are so much into it has to be like this and like that. And it doesn't have to be anymore. They want to see that, right? Because they don't have the access that we used to each other. So this is the way to do it. So my point here is that show your branding that way. Sam's, show yourself doing things to the car. Susan, show yourself talking to customers about things that they really need, and it is really beneficial for them. Dave, show yourself with the meat and barbecuing and doing things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have different ways to do things, and to be able to show it in the unique way that we do it. And that's all they're looking for. The logarithm and Google this and everything else, that's a different story, but when it comes to visual, that is still extremely important. Your visual and the way you engage in those 30 seconds is still extremely important.
Well, like my son said over the weekend, he said, with AI photography, so long, truth.
Well, I gotta tell you guys that as a photographer, do I still have another minute?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So as a photographer, I really don't feel threatened by AI in any way or form. What happened is that AI is just another tool, guys. It's just another tool. Because if you're a photographer and if I take a picture of this thing and then I make it in AI, you will see the difference. You will see the difference. If I show up on a photograph where I am, you guys know me, and then I can enhance the photograph and create all kind of things around the photograph. But if I want to show up only as an AI personality, you guys will see it. You can see it a mile away. So we don't have to be so, oh my God, AI is this. It's just another tool. It's not like the same thing when the cell phone started and everybody's like, oh my God, the cell phone, or the TV started, oh my God, the radio. We still have radio, we still have cell phones, we still have TVs, we still have everything, right? So it's just another tool. That's how I see it. And we need to adapt. Look at the Monday barbecue lunch. Is that what you're doing? You're featuring Dave?
Well, you said it's good to take a picture when you're already doing whatever you're doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That guy looked like pretty skinny there. Oh,
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, it does.
It does. Yeah, it is. So anyways, I hope this helps, and I hope it brings you a
Great.
little bit more confident into, how to brand yourself, and don't be scared of the photography. All right. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah.
Ima, thank you so much. Great
Thank
presentation.
you. Thank you.
Tell a story. Get the emotions in there. Just make sure you're not selling stuff that's not good for you.
Illegal.
And I'm gonna close this off with a quote. The best way to predict the future is to create it. And that's from Peter Drucker. And folks, thank you so much. And it's